If you struggle to choose a word for the year, let the word choose you. That's how I chose my word this year. In part one, I talked about how you'll lose if you don't choose a word for the year. With the new home that Robert and I purchased, I immediately thought my word would be hospitality. Owning this home was such a God thing that we are so grateful for. We both are looking forward to getting settled so that we can share our home with others. Family are coming into town in a few weeks, and there are plans for 3 retreats. We wanted this home to be a home of hospitality. But another word was put on my heart. By the way, it's okay to choose another word. The word you choose ideally needs to be a word that will result in some kind of transformation that you wish. The new word came to me after I was asked to be the liturgist at church on Sunday. The scripture passage for that day was taken from Paul's letter to the Corinthians in 1 Corinthians 12, 1 through 12. In it, he talks about spiritual gifts that we're all given. Each of us are given unique gifts. In the prayer of confession, there was a line that said, "Help us to share our time, energy, and gifts with willing hearts and a commitment to help bring about your kingdom here on earth." My word became willing. I believe that one of my gifts is to encourage people to become all that God created them to be. I do that primarily through my writing. It's so easy to get discouraged, first by our own limiting thoughts and beliefs, and second by all the distractions and pressure of competition and performance within our society. That's why one of my favorite prayers is, "God, help me to get out of my own way." But the reality is that the work that God has called me to do, no one will receive this encouragement if I am not willing to put this encouragement out into the world. I am quite content to hunker down in my little office sanctuary and crank out more books. I still want to believe in that romantic notion that that's what all writers do, and that their books just magically sell by themselves. But the root of reality and awakening is that if I don't share my message of encouragement I've written by posting on my Joy and Flow blog or on social media channels, I might as well just write in my journal. Because of the heartfelt reviews for my books and emails I receive from readers who are encouraged by the word that God has put on my heart, I know that I have to be willing to ask people to share a post or a video, for instance, or to reach out and ask those who follow my work to share with others if they could use it. Otherwise, these resources will just sit on the internet with no one knowing they exist. The result will be that no one will be encouraged. I have resisted this necessary posting and have not been willing. But I just don't want to be willing in the sharing and posting and asking. I want to be open and willing to accept the opportunities that present themselves. I don't know what those will be. In my book, God Notes, Daily Doses of Divine Encouragement, I have the word willing that's in the guidance chapter, and I thought it was appropriate. Willing. I want hearts that are willing. Are you willing to risk? Are you willing to love? Are you willing to take that first step? Are you willing to try? I am always ready and willing to help you when you are willing to trust in me. Be open and attentive to your word. Take some time to connect with the desires of your heart. Is there resistance, like my being unwilling? Or do you have a problem or a challenge that are complicating things in your life? What would you like to change? Maybe you find yourself afraid to take the first step or the next step. So courage needs to be your word and focus. Maybe you tend to worry or get anxious, and your word needs to be peace. There are 365 words in God Notes that you could use as a reference. Most people just randomly open the book to see what word God has for them. You can just click on the Books tab at the top of my joyandflow.com website if you're interested. Be attentive to songs, movies, books, literally signs on the street. Your word can speak to you through any number of ways. You'll feel it in the depths of your being. I hope what I've shared has inspired you to choose a word for the year. And if you think this would benefit someone or the people in your network, then please share this link with them if you are willing. Thank you.